5 secrets that will immediately change the way men see you. And no, I'm not talking about the pick me energy, or ladies. I'm talking about natural occurrences, if you will, that affect a man when he sees you without him even knowing it. Hi, my name is Phoenix Moore. I am a conversationalist and my focus is love and romance. I give women strategies that help them decode a man's intentions for them. Let's get started. Number one, silence. Yes, I'm talking about selective silence. That is, you choosing when and when not to speak. Ah, ladies, this is very powerful because what it does is it puts you in the position of power, and it puts a man in the position of proving himself to you. He has to now keep the conversation going. He has to keep the conversation interesting. Fun fact, if you will, about men, and this is straight up, y'all, no fairy tales. This is the thing about us men. When we take you out on a date, we already understand that women are sociable. So what we do is we say a few things to get the conversation going, and we just let you run with it all the way until the end of the date, while we sit back in the cut, listening to you, taking notes, and then making decisions on what we're going to do next to get what we want. But when you choose selective silence, you actually flip the script. And truth is, game recognize game, ladies. We know what's going on. And if we are seriously interested in you, ladies, what happens next is this. We start paying closer attention to what we're saying, because we now know you're listening. Straight up facts, y'all. Number two. And number two is pretty big, y'all. I want y'all to hear me out on this one. The way you move. And I'm really talking about the way you walk. Remember, ladies, men are physical. And we use your physicality to judge you. Straight up. I'm being straight up. We don't know the author of the book. So men judge a book by its cover and also the back of the book. No fairy tales here, ladies. This is straight up. Okay? No cotton candies, no unicorn. I'm giving it to you straight. So what happens is the way you move, I'm talking about that woman that moves with confidence. I mean, that je ne sais quoi. The confidence is, I mean, it is seeping out through her pores. You ever been in a room, someone enters in, and that person can be you, and you feel their presence. Whoa. Because men are physical, we immediately notice that within a woman. And we want to be with that woman because this is so uncommon. It is very uncommon. So to meet a woman like that, a man is definitely going to be attracted to her. Number three, I'm going to stand pretty strong on this one, okay? Because some women may not agree, but I'm going to stand strong on this. I want you all to hear me out on this, ladies. Number three, compliment a man. Compliment a man. Now, I'm not talking about that whole compliment and telling him, oh, you fine, you are attractive, you got it going on. No, 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 no. Be very careful with that. Again, men are physical. And when you start talking about our physical traits, it can evolve into something sexual. I'm talking about giving them the plain Jane treatment. And the plain Jane treatment is this. Wow, that's a nice shirt. You did a really good job on that. Now that sounds plain to you, but to a man, he falls back and he takes note because men are not used to compliments. And on a date, that moves him from the sexual tensions of the romance to something more intellectual, something more emotional, because he's feeling that. He feels wow, you noticed me. You you see me. Thank you for the compliment. Big, y'all. Okay, number 4. And this is very big. Actually, this should really be number 2. Okay? Set your intentions early. I'm talking about on the first date, ladies. And don't worry about a man barking at you or barking back saying, "Ah, you're trying to control me, or you're being arrogant, or you're being pushy and all this other stuff." No, 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 no. Set your intentions, because with setting your intentions, you are actually setting your standards and you're setting your boundaries. And a real man, a good man, a man of quality, a man of value, he will respect that. And he will respect you for saying that, because you're actually giving him the plans for him to build that house, to build that relationship. It's actually really all about delivery, ladies. I was on a date some time back. The lady that I was on the date with, this is what she said to me. I want you all to hear this. She said, "Look, I'm not marrying no man that's not gonna put me in a house." She said that. Now, in the back of my mind, I'm saying, okay, good luck with that. But the reality is this: it's all about the delivery. Check this out versus that. When I get married, I would really like to be in a house versus an apartment. Because with a house, I can actually turn that into a home for my husband and I, especially if we're thinking about having a family. It makes a home, makes a marriage. To me, it makes it feel more complete. A man hearing this, ladies, it sounds like to him that makes sense. And he is going to put that in the back of his mind so that when it comes time to get married, that moves to the forefront. Number 5. Number 5 should be number 1. It is the biggest, y'all. And everything that I've said thus far, they all pour into this cup. And number 5 is this: confidence, ladies. Most of what I said, if not all, requires confidence. Where you walk, the conversations you're having. Confidence, ladies. And if you're looking at being with a man that's of, of a high value, a high quality, a premium man, that man, 99.999% of the times, he is going to come with confidence. And a man with confidence, he is going to want to surround himself with people, places, and things that reflect his confidence. So the lady he's going to be with, he wants her to be confident. Hi, my name is Phoenix Moore. Comment, share, like, subscribe, and look out for my next video. Thank you.